Good enough. So right now, Myles with a 2-2 match record and 14 points. Somalian with a 1-2 match record and 6 points. Currently trying to avoid relegation at the moment. We'll see what happens. And now, we got a raid from Somalian. Let's get a ready or a hover 3 from Myles. We can get started with game number 1. And we got it ready. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. After this match, we'll be ending things off with Cheese versus Hydrant. So stay tuned after that. Somalian with the Tetris, 23,000 points at 6 lines. Ooh, Myles with a double flip there with the S piece. Nice double tuck there. So after those sets of burns, Somalian will take the lead at 115. However, Somalian is a tapper on 18 through 19 speeds, so they rely on a roll switch into 29 to get their kill screen points. Tetris from Myles, 126. There should be a rule that Somalian can only use effects if he has to see them also. I agree. Maybe monthly can do that. Like, I know there's no way in hell they're gonna allow this in CTM, but if they did, that could be like a compromise. We got Myles at 247 at 60 lines. Lombard dependent, but gets the Lombard. So, I think it was an adjustment, really. Not really a dependency. 247 now. This time's a Lombard dependency. Going for the flat burns. Kingsman likes flat burns, as far as I'm aware. So, I don't know why I decided to bring up that information. Just fun online facts. Okay, both players dealing with the same dig. Like I said before, though, Somalian is a tapper on 18 and 19 speed, so theoretically speaking, he would have a little bit of a difficult time with these types of digs. Not saying he can't, but you know, they're doing what they can. Now, it looks like Myles is in a worse position than Somalian, as Somalian's open on the right side. They still have a hole on column 9. They have to cover up that hole again, but they're uncovered. Now the Tetris ready, and attaches for Somalian. 349 at 93 lines. If I could see half the pieces in Somalian's board, I'd be so hyped right now. Somalian now looking for a 550 transition with this efficiency, as Myles is still digging Tetris for Somalian, 441. So yeah, Myles is finally out of it. Fairly lengthy dig, which will give Somalian the advantage into 19. Tetris once again for Somalian. Keeping a clean Tetris ready board. Going very efficient in these last few lines before 19 speeds. Hey, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. Party of 3. Welcome. There's no queue. I forgot to add it. But after this, we will be having Cheese versus Hydrant. We just finished the match between Myles and Zeno. That Myles took 3-1. Myles gets that lumbar all the way to the left. Nice flat burn there. Somalian with the lumbar dependency, going for the safety double and single to keep his board clean and Tetris ready. Opening up that well. Somalian in a lot of trouble now. Not getting the right pieces. Needs a lumbar. Gets a lumbar in time, but they still need to uncover this right well. They're open, but they need a lumbar now. And they're going to top out at 534, but so does Myles. No Q. Every other letter of the alphabet here, but no Q. Yes. So I guess RNG blamers, where are you at? Because both players topped out at the same sequence of pieces. Ready 6-4. Let's get started with game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yo, Peek, did you get the Mexican World Cup t-shirt? Dude, last thing I want to do is get some memorabilia for a World Cup that's going to end up with probably the worst Mexico in 30 years. How much is it, by the way? Like $100? I do agree. It is fire. Just like the hell that's gonna ensue with us Mexicans, since we have to watch our poor team get destroyed by every team imaginable. They did beat Iraq though in a friendlies, so good on them. Did Pollo get it? Did the other Mexicans get that shirt? I mean, I wouldn't blame them if they did. It is a good shirt, but probably gonna save my money for now. Anyway, Myles at 148. Somalian, a bit of a digging situation. Gonna be J dependent. Dude, who needs the Mexican shirt when I've got the Tetris Mexican shirt? I'll gladly wear that while watching the World Cup. And what we're also watching are these two games that are involving a lot of digs. Tetris for Somalian, Myles with the Road 2 setup. Not Tetris for Myles. So he does have the lead. Myles committing to this Road 2. And Somalia's caught back up, even in score and in lines, and with significantly, not significantly, slightly cleaner board. Tetris from Somalian. 267, now 289. Myles getting that Tetris to burn down the stack. Nice double there with the squared Lombard pennant in the center. Looking for a center wall Tetris. Yeah, Myles with a center wall. 327, Somalian 362. Now Somalian, a bit of a well forming on the center, but they build it up with a combination of L pieces. Somalian with this efficiency could potentially get a low 600k transition, adjust that J piece to accommodate that Z, and get Tetris ready without any burns. 430 and 96 lines for Somalian, 374 for Myles. Now Somalian having to do a bit of burning, but they're open, and Tetris for Somalian, 480 at 109 lines, and another Tetris for the 500k. Definitely en route for a 600k in the transition if they continue this efficiency, while Myles looking for a mid 500k. Still not a bad game by any means on Myles' side, but Somalian with a slight edge. But yeah, it looks like Somalian will be looking for a 590. I don't think 600k is possible anymore. 514 for Myles, 553, 551 for Somalian. Myles looking for 2 more Tetrises before transition. Somalian looking for 1. Tetris for Myles, now 538, and Somalian will transition at 598, just shy of a 600k. And starting off with a hole in the stack, so it's going to cause some burns. Adding weight to that hole in column 2. Myles transitions at 588, well actually transitioned like 550, but now they're at 588. Somalian 605, they've been slowing down significantly and not getting the right pieces, oh wow. Going for the spire right there to avoid creating holes in their stack. Going for the flat burns. And their Tetris ready. 611 for Somalian. Looking for this Lombard. Getting a bit high up there. Hangs the S piece. They can't get the Lombard in time. And once again at level 20, Somalian will top out. Like a true Latum. Topping out at 19. And a ready from Somalian. So game number 3 is a 3-2-1 Tetris. I was thinking of a rhyme, but I can't rhyme. It's gonna be a just like in game set 1. Myles was behind in game 1, but they tied up the set, and now they are looking for 6 more points. But Somalian looking to end Myles' potential streak from forming. Somalian already in a bit of trouble, but he's clean. Tetris ready, waiting for the lumbar, and a Tetris for Somalian. So 76,000 points and 81,000 for Myles. So Myles in for the late burns. Gonna give Somalian a bit of a chance to build a little bit of a lead. They didn't go for the lumbar adjustment. But they do go for the T-tuck adjustment. Wow. Well, give me a second. Both of you, don't top out. I'll be back in a quick second. Never mind, I thought somebody was at the door. I'm just stupid. Anyway, touches for Somalian at 239, Myles at 204. Myles set up for the J-tuck, gets J. Now needs another tuck set up here. Gets another J-tuck, and touches from Myles. 250 at 64 lines, Somalian 264 at 61 lines. Ow. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. Hope you didn't hear that. Preach Small. What's up, Dan? How you doing? We're currently at set 3. Set 1 was between Laser and Doge, but that had to be postponed because Doge no-showed, so... Unfortunate penalty points there. Set 2 was between Myles and Zeno. Ooh, bit of a hang there for Somalian. And oh god, their board is. Oh no, they go for the. They're gonna roll. Let's see if it works out in their favor. They get the J piece to the left, but that's about it. And they're gonna top out at 335. Myles will take game number 3. Hey Doge. You are late. And are ready for Myles. Game number 4 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Sorry, I'm just reading chat. But yeah, up next after this set, we'll be having Cheese versus Hydrant. So stay tuned for that. That'll be our last match of the day. So we got Somalian at 46,000. Myles also 47,000. Just starting off here. Sometimes I wish I had a co-commentator. Just talk about endless bullshit for the 18 speeds. So yeah, Somalian in a bit of trouble right now. Spires is center with these Z bursts. I mean, yeah. Oh, Myles had a hole in fairly high up his board, but gets a Tetris, burning this down. Yeah, I mean, like, there's really not much to talk about in 18 speeds, because like unless you top out early, all you're gonna be seeing is just bunch of burning and efficient, slow team play. That is my favorite co-com. I will sometimes forget Tetris is even happening, which for me is ideal. I'll get bored. I understand. Double flip there for Myles, but gets a Tetris. It's not that I get bored. It's that just, let's be honest, how much can you really talk about on 18? Like, what can really happen other than like being fractal and going for like a 700k transition in CCWC? Oh, I'm glad your first restream went well. That's true, Dan. Imagine topping out early on challengers. I could never do that. But Myles, bit of a misdrop there on L with the L piece. Who did you do your restream up with? Like, who are the two players? Alex T 0 Point Club that one time. Oh yeah, that was, to be fair, that was like my only win. That was my only win in the set. Cobra versus 10 Phoebes. I don't know how to say that name. Oh. Well, hope you restream more matches. Who knows, maybe Kingsman will like you and you'll be invited to the super streamers. The super elitist club of the super streamers. As Tugi said. In content I get owned by in Masters this Sunday. Dude, I wish I could make Masters at least one more time. I only qualified once in the Mega Masters. I think I was like C28 back when I was a tapper. But anyway, speaking of tapping, Somalian tapping his way to a potential high 500k transition. Myles at 390. Bit of burning. Hey SV, how you doing? Hope you're well. Glad to see a few more people making it, because after this set, we will be having Cheese versus Hydrant. So, Somalian looking to force a decider. Myles looking to seal the deal like he did in set 1 against Zeno and win the set 3-1. Somalian Tetris ready. Looking for this last Tetris. Ooh, they had to go for the double. Myles with a bit of a messy board into 19. Well, not into 19, before 19. One more burn, and they'll transition. And they will transition with a 451. Somalian transitions at 589. It's going to be JP's dependent. Going for the triple without Lombard. Now, creates a hole in his stack. But Myles also not in a very great situation. Nice flip there. Nice placement there with the T. And now Somalian and Myles are both clean. Tetris for Somalian, 628. Back-to-back Lombard for Somalian to build up this board. And now they're Tetris ready once again. 493 from Myles, 655 for Somalian. So Somalian looking to, at the very least, survive the kill screen to make it more difficult for Myles to catch up. Because right now, Myles has the steering wheel in this game 4. 683 versus Myles, 521. Simul Tetris. Both players at level 22. I don't know if I'll qualify for the next CTM. I don't think they're going to be doing CTM next month, right? I don't know if I'm going to qualify. I'm just defeated. 718 for Somalian, now 720. A bit of a drought forming for both players, but Somalian gets a Lombard first. Takes a Tetris, 755. Lombard dependent gets a Lombard time though. Tetris for Myles, 619. Cause monies. Wait, is there really? Did they already did they actually open the quals for next month? Cause I was checking and it didn't seem like there were any qualifiers yet. Anyway, Somalian 825. Myles at 717. Both players level 25. So Somalian trying to bring this home for a decider, but it's still not over yet. Myles, both players can roll, but Myles has a better rolling consistency, theoretically speaking. So even if Somalian were to go near perfect into 29, if they top out soon after, that could still give Myles the opportunity to take the lead right back and the game. Oh yeah, I thought it did for some reason. Anyway, Somalian, next Tetris will give him the max out. Myles at 890. Both players getting the same drought forming. Tetris for Somalian and a max out. Myles with a 140,000 point lead. Somalian starting to roll here. A72 gets the Lombard to the right, now A75. They need to survive as long as possible, but after that, I don't think it's going to happen. So Myles, 1.07 is the score to beat. Oh, but they hang a J-piece. Okay, this is doable if they get a Lombard in time. They need a Lombard. They don't get the Lombard. Okay. Oh, they misflipped the Lombard on the left side, and they will top out at 980, forcing a decider. And a 9-7 ready from Somalian. I think. I don't know. I think it was... Yeah, it was 9-7. 9-7. So let's get started with game number 5. Winner takes the set. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I've just been bringing Pal 18 consistency off stream so I can unstuck without pressure of eyes. Or grinding. Yeah. Well, I mean, I can definitely see it working. So yeah, Myles looking to win both of his matches that he played today. Oh god. Bit of an unfortunate set of pieces here for Myles. Swear to god, if you top out early... Oh god, so Myles in a lot of trouble. Oh no. They get the Lombard time, but they need an L piece. They get the L piece. Okay, they don't go for the... They don't wait for it, but Somalian also in a bit of trouble. Okay, we're starting off pretty intense here, because both players experiencing some fairly high digs. Myles survives this. Now they need the Lombard. They finally get the Lombard for the first Tetris of the game. Now they would love an L piece, or a Lombard could be ideal too, but they don't get either, so they're gonna have to create a hole in their stack. Somalian at 58,000 points, Myles 43,000 points. Both players are on the same line count. Myles covers up that hole. Somalian with a cleaner board. Somalian 106. Myles still has only taken one Tetris this entire game. They just haven't been getting any Lombards. Oh, now they hang that piece. Oh my god. Flat double. There's going to be a double as well. both players with experiencing this nasty set of RNG. Like, there's no way. It feels like there's barely been any Lombard so far, but no matter. 70,000 points from Myles, 161 for Somalian. Myles has just been very high up. They get the Lombard for a dirty Tetris. According to Dewey, by 40 lines, they've only had 10 Lombards. So, yeah, unfortunate time to be Lombard dependent for Myles. But they get the Lombard. Oh my god, now they're starting to get Lombards once they're close. But dirty Tetris, 128. 255 for Somalian. For those of you who are just tuning in, up next after this set, we'll be having Cheese versus Hydrant to close off the night. Yeah, we can tell Myles getting frustrated here. I would be too, like, just not getting the right pieces, but Somalian has the lead, 300,000 points at 80 lines, so believe it or not, after that rough set of pieces, Somalian potential for a mid 500k transition with this efficiency. Tetris for Somalian, 349. Myles finally clean after what appears like the first time of this entire game. They're going to start to bring down these Tetrises. 208 for Myles. Potential for 400k transition into 19. Somalian misses the spin. Just gonna give Myles the opportunity to catch back up. Or at least chip away at the lead. Somalian's still burning. So, Doge no-showed. Myles won 3-1 against Xeno. And now we're here. Yeah, we were just talking about how there's not much to talk about in 18, but that was pretty intense, not gonna lie. Guess they heard us and they were like, you wanna hype 18? We'll give you a hype 18. Myles looking for this last Tetris. Very rough transition here from Myles. Will they at least get the Lombard this time? And they're not. They're gonna be burning into 19 at 310. And they're still not getting that Lombard. That Lombard's just not showing up. Trying to avoid as many burns as possible, but they're just being forced into it. And they get the Lombard once they're close, but they get another Lombard for Tetris. 344. Somalian Lombard dependent. Oh, this is gonna be problematic for Somalian. Oh my god. They get the piece all the way to the left. And they're gonna hang that square. They might need to start rolling. They need to start rolling if they want to get this to the left. They get the Lombard all the way to the left. They overshift that L piece, but it looks like that was actually the better move, because they would have kept a couple of holes in their stack had they not done that. Tetris for Somalian and left fist bump. Dang hell. Oh my god. Really feeling that. 571 for Somalian. 413 for Myles. Another back to tapping. Tetris for Myles. 441. So Somalian now 602. Somalian going for the safe place here. Taking a couple of burns. Myles already level 33, knocking the Lombard, getting drafted once again, looking for the Lombard, gets a Lombard for Tetris, 486 at level 24, Somalian 608 at level 22, so Somalian has the advantage. Assuming no kill screen play, there is no line cap for those of you who are just tuning in. So if Myles can at least survive longer than Somalian, they can still have a chance, but they hang that set of pieces. They need a Lombard to the left side. They get the Lombard for a triple. They're gonna go for flat burns, but they don't get the right set of pieces. They get a Lombard. It's not gonna burn anything. Can they survive this? That's gonna do it for Myles, topping out at 576. Somalian will take the decider. Somalian can play this out if he wants, or not. But he will take the the decider. GG's.